In this video, tatalakayin natin kung paano ihiwalay ng tama yung personal at business expenses mo gamit si Bluevine's business checking account. What's up everyone? Ako si Eric Hunter. At dito sa channel na to, tinatanggal natin lahat ng distractions para matulungan kayong gumawa ng smarter business decisions, lalo na pagdating sa pera nyo. So, bakit nga ba importante na hiwalay ang personal at business finances mo? Hindi lang siya good habit. Isa siya sa pinakamatalinong moves para manatiling legit, organized, at hindi ma-stress pagdating ng tax season. Why this even matter? Let's start with the big question. Bakit nga ba mahalagang ihiwalay ang personal at business expenses? Kunwari, nakabili ka ng groceries gamit ang business debit card mo, or nagbayad ka ng client lunch gamit ang personal card mo. Ayan, alam mo na kung gaano ka-messy at kagulo yung magiging records. At hindi lang yan sa bank feed mo magkakaproblema. Lumalabas yan sa bookkeeping mo, naapektuhan yung taxes mo, at kung ma-audit ka pa someday, good luck na lang sa pag-explain kung alin sa mga Netflix charges yung business-related. Here's the thing. Kung LLC or corporation yung business mo, hindi lang siya smart move. Legal requirement talaga ang pag-separate ng finances. Isa sa mga main reasons kung bakit nagpo-form ng LLC ang mga tao ay para maprotektahan yung personal assets nila. Pero kung halo-halo yung expenses mo all the time, nilalagay mo sa risk yung protection na yun. Ang tawag doon, piercing the corporate veil. And trust me, hindi mo gugusto yung mapunta sa ganong sitwasyon. Pero kahit sole proprietor ka lang, super helpful pa rin na hiwalay ang lahat. Mas madali yung bookkeeping. As in, 10 times easier. Mas masusukat mo rin kung ano talaga yung performance ng business mo. Tas pag tax filing time na, sobrang smooth ng process. So yes, malaking bagay talaga siya. What makes Bluevine a good option? Okay, now na naiintindihan na natin yung why, punta naman tayo sa how. Dito papasok si Bluevine. Si Bluevine, isa talaga sa mga solid options for small business banking, lalo na kung solo founder ka, freelancer, or may side hustle. It's online only, so wala siyang physical branches na pwede mong puntahan. Pero kapalit nun, wala kang monthly fees. May 2% interest ka pa on balances up to $250,000 if you qualify. At sobrang linis ng dashboard para ma-manage mo lahat. Pero ang tunay na nagpapa-standout kay Bluevine ay kung paano niya ino-organize yung pera mo inside the account mismo. Pwede kang gumawa ng tinatawag na sub-accounts, parang digital envelopes sa loob ng main checking account mo. Pwede mong ihiwalay yung pera into categories. Isang envelope para sa taxes, isa para sa marketing, isa para sa paying yourself, at ayan. Super dali nang i-track yung spending mo nang hindi mo kinakailangan gumawa ng maraming physical bank accounts. Nakakabit din sila directly sa bookkeeping tools tulad ng QuickBooks or Xero. Kaya sobrang hassle-free mag-sync ng transactions at mag-categorize ng expenses. Now, let's break down kung ano yung kailangan mong gawin para ma-setup to ng tama. Step 1. Set up a dedicated business bank account. Obvious siyang pakinggan, pero kailangan talagang sabihin. Kung ginagamit mo pa rin yung personal checking account mo for business stuff, stop na. Time na para mag-open ng legit na business account. Magte-thank you ka talaga sa sarili mo later on. Pag nag-sign up ka with Bluevine, i-make sure mo na tama lahat ng business details na ilalagay mo. Kasama dyan yung business name mo, EIN or Employer Identification Number or Social Security Number kung sole proprietor ka, business address at business category. Try mong i-match exactly yung info sa kung ano yung nasa state business registration mo at sa tax forms mo. The more aligned yung records mo, mas madali kang ma-approve at mas smooth yung standing mo with the IRS. Pag na-approve ka na, huwag kang matuksong gamitin yung card for anything personal. Gumawa ka ng hard rule para sa sarili mo. Kung hindi siya business expense, hindi mo siya i-charge sa card. Now, para makapag-start with Bluevine, click mo lang yung link sa description. Mapupunta ka sa page na to at pwede mo nang i-click yung open an account at i-fill out yung brief info para makapag-start. Step 2. Organize your money with sub-accounts. Isa sa pinaka-underrated features ni Bluevine ay yung ability nitong gumawa ng sub-accounts. Isipin mo sila parang folder sa loob ng checking account mo. Kunwari, this month may pumasok na $10,000. Pwede mo siyang atiin ng ganito. 3,000 para sa taxes, 2,000 para sa operating expenses, 1,500 to pay yourself, $1,000 para sa savings or emergency fund, at 2,500 para i-reinvest sa business tulad ng marketing, gear, contractors, at kung ano-ano pa. Ayan, nakaiwalay na agad yung pera mo by purpose. Kaya mas madali mong makikita kung saan talaga napupunta yung income mo. With sub-accounts, pwede mo talagang i-drag yung money into each category para visually at mentally hiwalay sila. Mas less yung chance na mag-overspend ka kasi kita mo agad kung magkano lang talaga yung available for each purpose. Pwede mo ring i-rename yung bawat sub-account kung ano yung pinaka nagme-make sense sa'yo. Yung ibang business owners, ginagamit nila tong parang buckets for profit first kung nabasa mo na yung book. Yung iba naman, simple lang. Quarterly taxes, payroll, expenses. Kahit anong style mo, ang importante ay mag-build ka ng habit na i-check lagi at i-update sila regularly. Ito yung system na tutulong sa'yo para hindi tratuhin yung bank balance mo as one big pile of money. At makita mo siya as a tool para i-manage yung business mo ng mas maayos. Step 3. Track expenses in real time. Ito na yung part kung saan kadalasan tamad maging consistent yung karamihan. Yung Bluevine automatically nire-recognize niya some of your transactions. Pero huwag kang umasa na perfect siya lagi. Maglaan ka ng 5 minutes every end of the week para i-review kung ano yung pumapasok at lumalabas. At kung may mukhang mali, ayusin mo agad yung category right then and there. You can link your Bluevine account to tools like QuickBooks na automatic na hinihila lahat ng transactions mo at tinutulungan kang i-label sila by category. Pero kahit na hindi ka pa gumagamit ng accounting software ngayon, dapat meron ka pa ring simple spreadsheet para mano-manong matrack lahat. Here's a simple system to follow. Isulat mo every expense, i-label mo kung business or personal, hopefully puro business. Lagyan mo ng category tulad ng marketing, software, supplies, travel, meals, at kung ano-ano pa. Tapos i-review mo yung totals mo every end of the month. Pagdating ng tax season, sobrang laking tulong ng prep na to. Alam mo kung ano yung ginastos mo, saan napunta, at kung ano yung pwede mong i-deduct. Step 4. Pay yourself the smart way. Isa sa pinaka-common mistakes ng solo business owners ay yung paghahalo ng personal at business income. Kunwari, may pumasok na bayad galing sa client tapos bigla mong gagamitin yung debit card for Target or mag-Venmo ka ng rent. Ayan, instant red flag yan. Instead, tratuhin mo yung sarili mo like empleyado. Once a month or twice a month. Mag-transfer ka ng set amount from business account mo papunta sa personal account mo. Pwede mong tawagin ng salary or owner's draw. Kung ano man yung bagay sa business structure mo. At ito yung trick. Wag na wag mong gagamitin yung business debit card mo for personal stuff. Kahit yung simpleng $6 na kape lang, gawin mo muna yung transfer tas doon ka gumastos from personal account mo. Bukang maliit na bagay pero yung habit na to pwedeng mag-save sa'yo ng sobrang daming stress, kalituhan at posibleng legal issues in the future. Step 5. Keep your records clean. Pag nakasetup ka na at umaandar na lahat, goal mo ngayon is panatilihing malinis, organized, at audit-proof yung accounts mo. Ilang extra tips. I-save mo yung mga resibo. Yung mga apps like Expensify or QuickBooks, pwede kang mag-snap ng photo ng resibo tapos i-attach mo siya sa transaction. Hindi mo gugustuhin naghahalukay ka sa box ng lukot na resibo pag tax time na. Maglagay ka rin ng notes sa mga weird na transactions. Kunwari, nag-client dinner ka or bumili ka ng gift card para sa team member. Maglagay ka ng quick note sa bookkeeping software mo kung para saan yun. Future you will thank past you sa clarity. Check in monthly. Mag-schedule ka ng money day once a month. Review mo yung income, expenses at sub-accounts mo. Tignan mo kung may kailangan kang i-adjust at kung may sense pa rin lahat ng numbers na nakikita mo. What if you already mixed things up? Now look, kung naghalo na talaga yung expenses mo, like nagamit mo yung personal card mo for business expense or kabaliktaran, ito yung gagawin mo. If you paid for a business expense with your personal money, i-reimburse mo yung sarili mo from the business account and i-document mo yung transaction. If accidentally nagamit mo yung business card for something personal, i-treat mo siya as an owner's draw and make a note of it. Just don't make it a habit. The more na ginagawa mo to, the harder it is to keep things clear. Common mistakes to avoid. Let's wrap up by going over a few things people get wrong. 1. Using one account for everything. This is the biggest red flag for IRS audits. If you want any legal protection or tax clarity, don't do it. 2. Thinking a debit card equals organization. Just because meron kang business debit card doesn't mean na tinatrack mo na lahat. You still need to log and label expenses. 3. Not paying yourself at all. Kung tinatrato mo yung business mo na parang piggy bank, lagi talaga siyang magiging magulo. Mag-set ka ng pay schedule and stick to it. 4. Ignoring taxes until April. Don't be that person. Gumamit ka ng sub-account for taxes, mag-set aside ka ng 25 to 30% ng income mo habang pumapasok pa lang. Pag dumating yung tax season, transfer mo na lang siya. Hindi panic mode. Separating your personal and business expenses isn't some boring financial chore. Ito yung foundation ng pag-run ng isang totoong sustainable na business. At yung mga tools like Bluevine ang nagpapadali ng sobra sa pag-keep ng pera mo na clean, organized, at working for you. So, kung nagwiwingit ka lang until now, no judgment. Pero hayaan mo tong maging sign mo to clean it up. Ayusin mo yung accounts mo at simulan mong tratuhin yung business mo like a real business. You've got this. Now, if you want to get started with any of the products na pinag-usapan natin today like Bluevine, makita nyo yung links nila sa description below. These are affiliate links, which means nakakuha kami ng small commission kapag ginamit nyo sila pero wala kayong extra cost at all. And yung commissions na yan talaga yung tumutulong na mag-support sa channel para makapag-produce pa kami ng free content like this. So if you end up using them, thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell para hindi nyo makaligtaan yung next video. Dito sa channel na to, gumagawa kami ng videos dedicated to helping new and existing entrepreneurs to get started and succeed in business. So be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching and takits tayo sa next video.